By the way I talk about my problems on this channel, y'all would think I'm proud of it, but I'm really not though, bro. The thing about me is that I'm not gonna lie to myself. So with that being said, I'm gonna tell y'all how I ended up 19 years old without a driver's license. How I think it slowed me down. Also why I'm still not really in a rush to get my license. So when I was like 15, 16, and I saw my sister struggling to get her license, I always told myself like, I'm gonna be a better driver than all these niggas. Like I'm gonna get my license before all these niggas. Believe it or not, like I actually passed my permit test on the first try. My twin sister was pissed off. I think she tried like 2 times before me and failed. I went and got it on my first try, bro. And I literally studied on the way to take the test. Keep in mind, my sister is a straight A student. So I'm feeling myself, I'm like, I get this shit on my first try. It take her 2-3 times to do it. So the way our insurance is set up, as soon as we get our license, we instantly go on the insurance and we gotta pay, plus the car note we paying, because we gotta get a car too, plus all the other car shit you gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. Like, I faced the dilemma because I was like, damn, do I really want to work a job and paying all that money to a car? So keep in mind, I'm still trying to make this YouTube shit crack back then. I think I'm in like 10th grade at the time. Grinding on YouTube every day, trying to post YouTube videos, trying to make some shit shake. At the time, I'm trying to make some shake before I get out of high school. So I'm like, I really don't have no time for nothing. So I'm like, damn, do I really want to get a part-time job and have all that money I'm earning going straight to a car that I'm only going to be driving to school and work? Because it's all I'm going to have time for. Anything outside of school and work is a waste of time away from YouTube. But I'm already spending 8 hours at school, 4-5 hours at work, maybe an hour on homework if I get homework. The rest of the time I spend sleeping. So any time I spend away from, any extra time I spend that I don't need to spend is a waste of time. And it just felt like really having a car was going to add to that. I don't know if you want to call it wasted time, but to me at the time it just felt like wasted time. So like on and off through high school, I was like practicing driving. My mom and my dad would take me practicing driving for like a week or 2 weeks and then we get stopped. The whole time in high school from sophomore year to like graduation, I never took a driving test, like one time. But we go practice driving every now and then, right? But it never got to the point where I got really comfortable enough to feel like I was gonna take my test. Cause at the same time, I'm like, I wasn't really committed to it. I know when I'm fully committed to something, and I can tell you I was not fully committed to that. I don't know if I said I was, I made it as if I was, but I wasn't. I was still facing that dilemma, like, damn, do I want to spend this money or do I want to focus on this? I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I can go back in time and I knew shit was gonna be how it is now, I would have just got a job, got a car, got my license, get all that shit done in high school. If I can tell the future back then, I probably wouldn't even be doing YouTube in high school. I probably would have just been focusing on like learning editing skills and shit like that and waiting to make my channel when I got out of high school. So fast forward to graduation, right? I done probably renewed my permit like 3-4 times at this point. Trying to make something crack on TikTok, trying to make something crack on Instagram skits, Instagram reels. Nothing happened. Now I'm sitting here, no income, no job, no career, no car, no driver's license, and I'm about to graduate, bro. Luckily, the one thing I did get fresh out of high school was a job, a job. I got a job at FedEx, and my sister was happy to be working there right along with me. She drove me to work every day. The plan was to go there and save up for a car, but you know me, you know what I'm saying? After being broke for so long, I get that money, graduation money, got the job money. I'm making what, like $1,600 a month. I'm not gonna say I was blowing like every single dollar, but I was definitely spending, like, for a person that's trying to save up for a car, I was spending a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I think I was just trying to save up like $4,000-5,000 for a down payment. It took me like 4-5 months to do that, and by the end of them 4-5 months, I quit. I would be lying if I said I didn't want to quit, but the real reason I actually ended up following through with that because my sister ended up got a new job and she was about to quit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I don't really have no ride up here no more. I'm not gonna be paying for an Uber at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing that shit. So at the time, I'm like, okay, boom, I'm gonna go get another job. That didn't happen. It was like a small phase towards my end of my time at that job when my sister, we had come home from work every day and we do like a little drive-in tutoring session. Still, after probably like a month of doing that, I never took my test. I came home, I chilled for 1 or 2 weeks. That's when I made this YouTube channel. I'm like, fuck, I've been away from this YouTube for so long, man. You know, this job shit, not what I want to do. I started my YouTube channel, and my mindset at this point is like, okay, boom, I'm gonna just do this YouTube shit on the side. Then I'm gonna get me a more easier, like less low stress job so I can do that on the side and make money. The average upcoming YouTuber like come up guy, like a basic plan, you feel me? After I edited and uploaded my first video, made the thumbnail and all that stuff, out of all the channels I done made in my life, I done probably made like 7 channels my whole life, bro. This was like the best performing YouTube channel off the bat, like off the first 2-3 videos, I'm getting like hundreds of views, which is not regular for me. So I'm like, damn, there's no way I can be consistent. Even though these videos is good, they're performing well, it's no way I can be consistent with this while working a job, you know, so I can have a schedule, I can post, but I feel like I couldn't post as much as I would need to really break through that barrier. I feel like already as it is, I don't post enough. Judging by that prior experience I had at FedEx, I'm like, I'm coming home from work tired every single day. Post to make a TikTok or reel, but I'm like, I'm really just skipping that shit because I'm so tired. I had to be honest with myself, like, bro, like, I know I'm not gonna come home from work every single day and make a whole YouTube video and edit that shit, not consistently. I know I'm not. So I'm like, bro, I might as well just put all my time into this YouTube shit. And at this point, my mindset is like, okay, boom, I'm gonna give this YouTube shit a full chance. For the first time since 6th grade, I started this shit. Let me give this YouTube shit a full chance. Let me give it a whole chance, bro. Nothing in the way of this shit. Not no job, not school, not homework. All I gotta focus on is just chores around the house, because I do live in my parents' house, and YouTube. That's how it's been since I started this channel. And I do feel like that's why it's performing so well compared to my old channels. Organically, by the way. Organically. I gotta make that shit known. So now it's kind of like another dilemma. Well, kind of damn near the same dilemma. It's either I'm gonna focus on YouTube, get monetized on YouTube, make a living off YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But if I can't do this within the next certain amount of time, I'm gonna just get a job. Not meaning I'm gonna quit YouTube, but I'm gonna just get a job on the side. And my reason is like why I waited for as long as I waited is like I feel like I just had to really look at my own values, bro. Like, what do I value? What do I really care about? What am I stressing about? Say worst case scenario, this shit just don't work and I just gotta quit and just go get a full-time job, right? I feel like I'm gonna be depressed regardless at that point. So it's like I might as well try at this point. Like working a 9-to-5 job is gonna be hard for me, and doing this YouTube shit, trying to make some shit, trying to make a living off YouTube shit, it's hard. It's fuck. At that point, you kind of just gotta pick your hard, bro. And I picked my hard. No homo. But like I said, worst case scenario, I feel like if I say 3-4 years later from now, I'd be like, no, what, this YouTube shit not working, bro. I'm finna just quit and just go get a full-time job, right? Cause I just feel like if I get a job, right, a full-time job, I'm gonna be depressed as hell. If I'm smart with my money for like 6 months to a year, I can be caught up with like most average people financially, bro. I feel like, so it's just like, no offense, but I just feel like it's not hard to catch up with the average. It's not. Like I said in my last video, people always getting fired, people always getting hired. It's always gonna be somewhere for me to work at. I can go back to FedEx worst case scenario. Now with the option that I chose, which is YouTube full time, I had to accept the fact that, okay, I'm gonna be broke for a little bit. I'm gonna be going through it for a little bit. I'm gonna look stupid for a little bit. I'm gonna look stupid. And I had to accept that. And that also came when not having a car. But I was just thinking, okay, either way, right? If I make money off YouTube, go get a car, I can get my license. The other way around. If this shit don't work and I have to go get a job, I'm gonna go get a job and do the same thing. If I'm not stressing over it, nobody else should be stressing over it. I was stressing over this shit because people around me are stressing over it. But the whole time, I'm not even stressing. I know I'm gonna get my license. I know I'm gonna have a car one day. I know all that shit that I want is coming one day. Because I know whatever happens in my life is completely up to me. So there's no point in me stressing. If I know what I'm gonna do, there's no point in me stressing over he said this, and there's no point. I know what I set myself out to do, and I know I can do it, and it's gonna get done in due time, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm making this video is not because I'm proud of being 19 with no driver's license. It's because I know it's somebody watching this video that's 19 with no driver's license, 20 with no driver's license, 25 with no driver's license. People shouldn't feel like they are a failure at life because they didn't hit like a certain milestone, like, oh, I gotta have this done by this age. If I don't, it's just over with. That's why a lot of people like just give up on their dreams, because like, if I ain't make it by this age, I might as well just not do it no more. And I can't allow myself to think like that, you know, and you shouldn't either. So how do I feel like me not having a license slows me down or holds me back? The thing is, I genuinely don't. Like, when it comes to what I'm doing, I make videos in my basement or in my house, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to drive nowhere. Any equipment I need, I can order it online. I'm not trying to justify like, oh, don't get your driver's license. I'm not saying that, bro. If you can get it, bro. I'm not saying like sit around and be lazy and just procrastinate, bro. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is if you don't have it, don't stress and beat yourself up just because the one little thing, like, oh man, like I'm just a nothing because I don't got no license. Like, bro, you can't let that shit, like, you can't slacken everything else just because you slacking in one thing, bro. One thing. Do you think 10 years from now, right, if I'm successful and everything worked out, do you think niggas gonna be thinking about, oh, this nigga didn't get his license until he was 19 years old, this nigga? No, niggas not be thinking about that shit. So you just gotta keep moving forward. But if you watching this video and you experiencing the same thing, I just want y'all input, bro. Y'all gotta engage more with the videos, but you know what I'm saying? So comment, let me know what y'all think. We out.